here's my ethics video. Ever since I was small, ever since I was born, I would be taught about Christianity because my grandma, which is living with me, and my parents, they're all Christian. Basically, my whole family. So they would make me watch educational Christianity videos, like cartoons. They would teach me. We would read the Bible together. We would have devotions, and they just taught me what the Bible is good. Yeah, but then I sort of took it as like not seriously. And it was like a class for me. So like I would, yeah, and then I started treating my faith as only a routine, praying, reading the Bible, and more, and not actually digging deeper. I would say that I believed in Christianity just because everyone else in my family does, and I sort of already gave myself the identity. And my grandma would try to tell me about the good things, but then I would just sort of hear from one ear and out from the another. Yeah, you can say I was sort of a Pharisee. I tried to obey the rules, but then deep inside, you know, yeah. And in Philippines, I went to Philippines when I was 6 and stayed there until I was almost 10, so 3 years. At that time, I would just have fun every day. The school was pretty easy, and then I just play with my friends. And then after that, there was like I got baptized in Philippines. And then after when I went back to China, there was a 4 to 5 years gap where I would hardly pray or read the Bible. I just thought it was like more of an identity, and I sort of forgot it. But I would still do the right things, but and I would consider that the low. It was 4 to 5 years, so around like from 9 to around like 14, yeah, around that much, because this was during quarantine, so like COVID, and I would just stay home, join some meetings for class, and then play video games all day on chat on Discord. I had a lot of arguments with my parents during the course of this quarantine, and my studies were super down. It was bad. And my parents just sort of gave up on me and let me do whatever. I would still act, or I would still behave like a nice person, but you can tell that I am disobedient and rebellious. This was going from like 7th grade to 9th grade, I think. Yeah. And for my faith, sometimes I'll only turn to God when I'm sick or having difficulties. Like only doing something when life is getting harder, then I'll remember about it. And there has been events that drove me closer to God, but I just slowly drift away little by little. For 2 to 3 days, okay. Oh yes, yeah, only 3 days. Yeah, reading the Bible every day. And then slowly something would happen, and then I would just go away. Around 2 months ago, I had the most recent spiritual high, where it was again after when I was sick. There was also like middle school youth group and high school youth group I would join, and I would listen, and I would think, reflect, and try to and pray and read the Bible and trying to do what God wants me to do, like treating others nicely and focusing on the good things first. Yeah. And sometimes insecurities also make me turn the problems to myself. That happens a lot. Or if I've had any problems, I just think to solve it by my own power instead of giving them to God. Yeah, that has been a really big problem. And sometimes other things make me proud or make me feel better than others, and then it just brings my ego up, and I think that is also a problem. It makes me too proud. And yeah, that's basically